Roman Reigns has returned to save Jey Uso and CM Punk. This is the setup review of Monday Night Raw. This Monday Night Raw was insane. They kicked off the show with the new Women's World Heavyweight Champion, Naomi, coming out after she cashed in the Money in the Bank on the Io Sky Rhea Ripley match at Evolution, becoming the new Women's Champion. And then she was interrupted quickly by Rhea Ripley and then Io Sky, both of them being pissed off because they had a bang of a match at Evolution and they were screwed out of their championship because Io Sky lost her championship and Rhea Ripley should have won because she had the match pretty much, but then Naomi came out and hit her with a Money in the Bank cashed in. So they were all pissed off, going back and forth, and then Adam Pearce came out congratulating Naomi and then telling her that she's defending her Women's World Championship against Rhea Ripley and Io Sky at SummerSlam. It's going to be a triple threat for the Women's World Championship. Then it was Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez versus Asuka and Kairi Sane with Dominic Mysterio on ringside to protect Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez. Obviously, they cheated to win because the Judgment Day always does, but Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez defeated Asuka and Kairi Sane by that little bit of help of Dominic Mysterio. Then Bayley and Lila Valkyria went one-on-one in a best 2 out of 3s match to whoever wins faces Becky Lynch for the Women's Intercontinental Championship at SummerSlam. This match was actually pretty good. Bayley got the first pinfall, then Lila Valkyria got the second, and of course, Lila Valkyria got the second pinfall of hers, which would be technically the third pinfall, to win the match to defeat Bayley and take on Becky Lynch at SummerSlam for the Women's Intercontinental Championship. Becky Lynch came out afterwards to face Lila Valkyria, go one-on-one at SummerSlam. They went face-to-face. I honestly, I think at this point, we're just burying Bayley 24/7. She never wins anything. Could Lila Valkyria get screwed at SummerSlam by Bayley? I hope not, because honestly, I don't want to see Becky Lynch champion anymore because she's very boring. But overall, Bayley and Lila Valkyria put in a pretty good match. Then it was Nikki Bella versus Chelsea Green after the Evolution pay-per-view for the women, number one contender for the women's championship at Clash of Paris. Becky Lynch eliminated all the members of Chelsea Green's group of Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, and Alba Fire. So Chelsea Green wanted to get back at Nikki Bella, but Nikki Bella ended up picking up the victory on Chelsea Green, and then she was jumped by Piper Niven and Alba Fire, and then she was saved by Stephanie Figueroa. I always get that last name wrong. But Nikki Bella was saved by her. I'm assuming this is probably setting up a tag match between Nikki Bella and Stephanie Figueroa versus Chelsea Green and Piper Niven, maybe at SummerSlam. I'm not sure where this is going, but it looks like Nikki Bella is back to full-time, or somewhat full-time, because she just wrestled on Monday Night Raw and got the dub. Karrion Kross does not believe Sami Zayn is injured. He thinks he just does not want to accept the fact that Karrion Kross has taken him out now twice, and when he comes back, he wants him to admit that Karrion Kross has always been right. Gunther is proud of what he did to Goldberg. He destroyed him, and he retired him, and he wants to know who is next. Who's going to face him at SummerSlam for the World Heavyweight Championship, because we had a 5-man gauntlet match to face. Whoever wins faces Gunther, and then he was really interrupted by Paul Heyman and Braun Breaker. They come down to the ring, and Paul Heyman tells Gunther how he's going to face Braun Breaker at SummerSlam because Braun Breaker's to run the whole entire gauntlet, and Braun Breaker is the next big thing. He is the next big dog. This is his yard, so he used the Brock Lesnar thing, the next big thing. Roman Reigns, the big dog. Roman Reigns thing, it's his yard. Just all these things about Braun Breaker is the next big thing, and he's going to face Gunther at SummerSlam, and he's going to walk out as the new World Heavyweight Champion, and he's going to have one hell of a run. Gunther laughed, and then he left to his skybox to watch the 5-man gauntlet match. Also, Paul Heyman announced, because he was asked about Seth Rollins' injury. He said Seth Rollins has until June to cash in this Money in the Bank, so that is not relevant. So it sounds like Seth Rollins is injured, but he won't be gone until next June. So it'll probably be like Seth Rollins is off TV for several months, and then he comes back and then cashes in the Money in the Bank or something. So hopefully Seth Rollins can get well soon, because it's very sad to see that he is injured. Then we had the 5-man gauntlet match. It kicked off with Braun Breaker versus Penta Braun Breaker absolutely destroyed Penta. It was actually pretty good, though, going back and forth and everything. This was a very long gauntlet match. It was like 45 minutes. It was very long. Braun Breaker ended up destroying Penta, though, with the spear to pick up the victory against Penta. Then it was LA Knight's turn. LA Knight comes out to take on Braun Breaker, and LA Knight was standing tall and everything until Bronson Reed got involved, pretty much costing him his match against Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker ended up cheating to win and then eliminates LA Knight. Then came Jey Uso. Jey Uso came out and he also got screwed over by Bronson Reed, but Braun Breaker speared him and picked up the victory against Jey Uso. So Jey Uso was eliminated. And then the last one, last but not least, CM Punk. Braun Breaker versus CM Punk. Another banger of a match. All these gauntlet, like single one-on-one matches were great. Braun Breaker, definitely MVP, man. He was kicking ass, just going to town. I mean, that was a long time for him to be in the ring going at it. But CM Punk comes down. Once again, they tried cheating again. Bronson Reed trying to go after CM Punk, and Jey Uso comes out. Jey Uso comes out and tries to take on Bronson Reed, but it was too much for them. But it was enough to distract Braun Breaker from trying to cheat, and CM Punk picked him up for the GTS, hit the GTS. 1, 2, 3. CM Punk wins, and then he gets up and points to the skybox where Gunther was, and points to the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther. It's going to be Gunther versus CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship at SummerSlam. I think this is going to be the night 1 main event. The night 2 main event is going to be Cody versus John Cena. Holy, this is better than WrestleMania 41. CM Punk versus Gunther. This should have been the WrestleMania match, not Jey Uso. Oh my God. This should be one hell of a match. I'm so excited. 2 amazing wrestlers. I'm very pumped for that. But then CM Punk was jumped by Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. Once again, they're laying out Jey Uso and CM Punk. They don't stand a chance. And the OTC Roman Reigns returns. His music hits. Roman Reigns is back. We have not seen him since the Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania 41. It's been a minute since we've seen the one and only Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns comes down to the ring. He takes out Bronson Reed with a spear and a Superman punch. And Superman punches Braun Breaker and lays everybody out. He also picked up Bronson Reed on his back and hit him with the Samoan drop. And then Roman Reigns stood tall. He hit the one pose, and then he picked up his cousin, the one and only Jey Uso, standing tall, Jey Uso, Roman Reigns, and then CM Punk got up on his own, and they kind of all stood together. Roman Reigns was kind of mean-mugging CM Punk because he's still mad at him after the WrestleMania 41 match and everything that went down with Seth Rollins, CM Punk, and Paul Heyman at WrestleMania 41 with Roman Reigns. So it'll be interesting how that goes, the relationship with Roman Reigns and CM Punk. But it looks like it might be at SummerSlam, Roman Reigns and Jey Uso taking on Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. I feel like that's the most logical idea, which I feel like that should be a pretty good match. But it is awesome to have the OTC Roman Reigns back on Monday Night Raw. There wasn't a whole ton on the show, but the 5-man gauntlet match was a banger. Seeing Roman Reigns was awesome. CM Punk winning. We're going to get Gunther versus freaking CM Punk. Awesome. The tag match with Kairi Sane and Asuka and Roxanne Perez, but that was completely blown over. Bayley and Lana Valkyria put a really good match for the 2 best out of 3 match. Starting off the show with a big announcement, the triple threat for the Women's World Championship at SummerSlam, huge. I'm not sure where this Nikki Bella storyline's building to, but it was cool to see Nikki Bella wrestle on Monday Night Raw for the first time in a long time. But overall, this Monday Night Raw was a banger. I'm gonna get a 4 out of 5. Amazing gauntlet match. Hopefully Seth Rollins can get better, but it is awesome to see the one and only Roman Reigns is back on Monday Night Raw, baby. This is Jared W. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.